Of course, economic recovery plans are officially underway. Over the weekend, hundreds of people flocked to shopping malls as more stores reopened. Retailers are now allowed to sell winter clothing, bedding, stationery and children's clothing. Let's find out what shoppers in Cape Town got up to. We're joined for that update by Nobesutu Hejana from our studios in Cape Town. Molo Sisi, what do we see in Cape Town? More of the same as here in Joburg, with pictures that we saw of people standing in long queues trying to get their items.
Well, Dudu, it looked like a Friday on a regular day with no lockdown regulations or COVID-19. The streets were very packed. Cape Town for a month or so had looked like a ghost town, especially the CBD, because people were not allowed to be in town under the lockdown regulations. But today, we know that the country has been downgraded to level 4, which gives stores, retail clothing stores, to sell winter clothes. So we saw a number of people in Cape Town streets flocking into shops where they could buy clothes. Like we spoke to two people who went to, the other lady went to Ackermans and the other one was at Pick n Pay. So the one we were speaking to just outside Ackermans store, she was telling us that when they enter inside the shop, they are sanitized, but it's only a few number of people who are allowed to enter the store. And also some stores around Cape Town have not been allowing customers to enter, especially if they don't have masks. And we also spoke to one gentleman who works at a store who was just telling us that he's excited to be back at work and he will now be able to make a living because they will be paid, unlike before where they were not working, but they were getting some compensation from the store. But he says now it will be better. And he was just telling us also that on a regular day, they would normally get about 40 customers, but now they've seen 3 or more customers going into the shops. Understandably that it's also a Monday today, so he does hope that as the week goes on, they will see more people going to the shops.
Right, and the onus is on those shops to make sure that they enforce the regulations in terms of making sure that people can see clearly that it's marked that you're supposed to stand at this particular point or you have a sanitizer. But did we see law enforcement officials just out and about in the CBD keeping an eye on things?
At the CBD, we didn't see much of the law enforcement, but when we went to the V&A waterfront earlier on, we saw a number of police inside the mall. I was speaking to another gentleman who had went to buy at H&M store, and he was telling me that at Markham's, rather, he was not allowed to touch shirts. He was only told that he can take the trousers, but also not allowed to fit them on, because the store is also trying to protect its customers, because they don't know where a person has been before. So although they try to sanitize customers when they enter the store, but there are some strict rules that people have to follow inside, like they're not allowed to fit in clothes.
Thank you very much. Nobesutu Hejana from our Cape Town studios.